Our next COVID-19 Response Service Award honoree is DuWayne Gust, who serves as a Senior Corps volunteer with Cooley Region RSVP, explaining that as I get older, I realized real happiness comes from giving rather than receiving. DuWayne Gust started serving with the Cooley Region RSVP in 2018 to help out his local community. Prior to the spread of COVID-19, he was providing transportation to seniors 5 days a week for their medical appointments and for other appointments and meetings and picking up groceries. Immediately after the COVID-19 pandemic started, the Cooley Region RSVP Transportation Coordinator reached out to see which volunteers would be willing to continue giving rides to those in need for essential medical appointments or grocery errands, with DuWayne quickly volunteering for this responsibility. For the first few months of the pandemic, he was the only available volunteer driver, continuing to take individuals to necessary in-person medical appointments while also being tapped to do deliveries for the Cooley Region RSVP to make and deliver masks. He made up to 25 to 35 deliveries or pickups a day, 3 days a week throughout the critical early months of the COVID pandemic crisis. He delivered materials to volunteers making masks, picked up completed masks, and helped deliver over 7,000 masks to over 70 local nursing homes, senior centers, veterans health and other medical centers, and local businesses. As the pandemic has continued, DuWayne provides rides for seniors to medical appointments 5 days a week. Throughout his 2 years as a Senior Corps volunteer, DuWayne has put in over 1,700 hours of volunteer time and over 24,000 miles, helping individuals attend doctor's appointments or assisting them with quality of life enhancing activities, and providing the critical delivery service for the masks distributed throughout the La Crosse area. Congratulations, DuWayne, and thank you for responding to help your community during COVID-19. Now let's hear a little from DuWayne describing his role helping his community this year during the COVID-19 pandemic.
My job beforehand was delivering elderly to either doctor appointments or senior centers. The senior centers were now closed. Doctor appointments were only on a D basis. So that really was down to a trickle, almost nil. And then Ruth, my coordinator, mentioned to me, she said, would you be interested in delivering materials and picking up masks during this pandemic? That was something that was needed in the area. And I said, sure, no problem. Be glad to do that. So I was one of the few left that, well, for a time there, I was the only one, they said, from basically February to May that was doing driving for them. So that became a very steady job. At first, it was just materials for masks, and we have close to 70 seamstresses and or crocheters. It was anywhere between, well, on a good week, it was anywhere from 25 to 35 pickups and or deliveries. And what I do is I deliver the material to the seamstresses, and others, I picked up the masks. Then I deliver them back to the office here. They sort them out. And then the next week, now I go to deliver those from the week before to the places that they have allotted it to. Nursing homes, senior centers, places of business. So it was sort of a constant revolving door, you know, I mean, with pickups, deliveries. That was the main thing I was doing for these last 8 months. And now I've started to pick up with rides again. So, but I still do the delivery and pickups of masks and other materials.
Thank you, DuWayne, for your service responding to COVID-19 and for your continued service as a driver with the Cooley Region RSVP.